guys, it's Dag, and it is Space Thruster Thursday. I can't even talk. Second cup of coffee, still can't talk. It's Space Thruster Thursday, and I'm here with leveling alts in Star Wars The Old Republic, which is what that's all about. And I just noticed that one of my screens is not popping the way it should, so hang on a second while I reset that, and we'll get that going as quickly as possible as soon as I find out which one it is. That one, and there we go. All right, back to regularly scheduled program. No, not the Taj Mahal.
What's next?
Where's my game? Watch it blow up and not work. Okay, it's coming back. Anyway, I am leveling a bunch of characters from 50 to 60 in the game Star Wars The Old Republic. I have a gazillion different alts in this game, scattered across a couple of different servers. And the reason for that is one of the benefits of doing a bunch of alts is if you level every class through the original class storyline and get them to at least level 50, you get what they call legacy. And legacy in my case here is the Star Scratcher legacy. I was like stressed. I couldn't figure out a good name for it. So I'm Star Scratcher. So what can I say? Anyway, the Star Scratcher or the legacy stuff opens up a bunch of other options that are available for convenience stuff in the game and sharing things and stuff like that between characters and all that. So that's the reason I have all these different alts. But I've got them up to level 50, and in a lot of cases I haven't done much of anything else. And most of the reason for that is because I stream primarily Star Wars The Old Republic with Peep, my co-partner in crime. And she only is available to do the Star Wars stream on Wednesdays. So, and we have characters recreated on a completely different server in order to just do the stream and level them up through the class quest lines. So anyway, I've got all these stranded characters over on this other server, and I'm going to be leveling them as I go. And so that's the whole idea behind what I'm doing on this stream. And one of the fun things I've noticed, and I hadn't really thought out about this, I just wanted to kind of like do a loop, right? Do my characters 50 to 60, then 60 to 70, then 70 to 80, and beyond. Do all the other stuff. One of the fun things I've noticed is, aside from the having the different classes or the different factions having both Sith, or in this case Imperial and Republic, available to compare and contrast what the storylines are, I am also having a lot of fun comparing and contrasting the different classes. Now, I just went through all this material about a month or so ago, 50 to 60, and in particular on Makeb, which is where I am today, with a gunslinger. And that's an Imperial side character. And essentially she, pew, 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 she's got a blaster, and she's like standing behind a shield and firing away at stuff. And that is significantly different than the character I'm currently running, which is a Force user. And so anyway, comparing the type of battle and everything, I didn't have a really good handle on what I was doing with regards to the Force user, but I'm starting to get a really good sense of what it's like and everything, and I've been enjoying it. I really have. And it's kind of like, I don't need to pull out a lightsaber in order to shoot at stuff, and I'm like, yeah, this works pretty well. So anyway, just something I thought I'd throw out. One of the things I do all the time when I'm doing the streams is I do a holiday of the day. And I've had some kind of heavy ones the last few days, and I decided to do something light. Well, today is Mean Girls Day. I, believe it or not, have never seen that stupid movie. I am going to go watch it tonight, and maybe I'll give a review next week. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and watch it and see what it's all about. But it's Mean Girls Day, and go out and be a mean girl, and poof your hair, and treat all of your friends like dirt and all that fun stuff. So anyway, let's move on. So at the end of the last stream, Vakceen just got to Makeb, and so she's picked up the original quest and she's running now to go figure out where she's going to go, and she has to meet somebody. So I've already gone and done a little homework this morning. I cleaned out my bags and got everything ready to go, and sent a bunch of my characters off to go do some crafting and or my companions, and so yeah, here we go. And we'll see if my see if the game allows me to not bug out and crawl along at a snail's pace today. Yay! Okay, so here I am, and yes, now I have discovered the western camps. Usually that just like pops, so that's kind of interesting. All right. So for those who are uninitiated, we've got we're on Makeb, and the Hutts have got a very interesting, unknown interest in the planet, and so we're trying to figure out what's going on, why it is that they're so interested in this, and we'll go from there. So, oh, got another thing that popped up. A few more. Okay, a few more missions, and I got those guys all done. All right, so what does this guy have to say?
Shalem Avesta sent us. You were in charge here?
Reinforcements. We're saved.
Yeah,
Prosk, come
that's
here.
what you think.
It's a Jedi.
Speak up, Lane. Not sure the whole Mesa heard you. My name's Prosk, in case Slick here didn't enunciate clearly. Kid's an accountant. Barely knows which way to point a blaster. Can't say I'm much better. Used to be a mining foreman. We've set up barricades, but they're not doing much against the regulators. What's the plan, boss?
What are we up against here? Have you seen the regulator forces?
There's a lot of them. They're mean and well-armed. We didn't introduce ourselves. Scouts report regulators headed this way. Big group.
Everyone's manning a barricade. Find one and dig in.
Yeah. All right, we are defending the barricades, and I guess that's up here. All right, so the little blue barricades. Do I have to like click on them or something? I guess I do, huh? Okay, defending. That was one. One down. Oh, here comes some folks. Are they going to come up? Oh, they're going to go over there and do it. Okay, fine. Alright, that was pretty easy. I just had to pick one of the barricades, I guess. I don't have to do a bunch. And run back and talk to the accountant.
Master Jedi, I've never... Those regulators... You're incredible.
I'll drink to that.
Of course I am.
Those mercs will think twice about hitting us again. We owe you one.
You boys have any leads on Lambda or missing geophysicist? She's the reason we're all here.
Her campsite was ransacked. The regulators must have already captured her and confiscated all the research data. Shalem's right. She found something important.
She might have escaped on foot before the mercenaries hit her camp.
Maybe. But then why hasn't she contacted us for help?
Scanners indicate no one except you has landed on or left the Mesa since the regulators came. That means she's still here. Probably at one of their camps.
Great. There's half a dozen camps and no way to pinpoint which one she's at. Have to keep hitting them until she turns up.
How big and well defended are the mercenary camps? I'm guessing our enemies aren't sitting around roasting brabelos and singing.
All we know is the regulators dropped a whole mess of men here with who knows what firepower. A few of our search parties never made it back. You find any other prisoners, send them here.
Someone here might know how to slice the regulators' comm frequency and find out what they're doing. Ask around, Prosk.
Slick takes charge with his big brain. On it, boss.
We'll hold this landing zone as long as it takes. Good luck.
Okay, with a name like Lane, it's obvious that that guy should be in Mean Girls. Maybe I'll run into a Lane tonight in Mean Girls. We'll find out. And I thought I already repaired, but just in case. Sell my junk. Oh, I got some gloves I need to update.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
I found out that I could make, I had enough mats to be able to make some gloves that were about 10 points above what I'm currently running. So, yeah, I like that. We're going to skip the heroic missions, and we're going to get on a speeder, because I don't want to walk through all of this. So they were saying that the regulars are probably barbecuing something. I think it was probably one of the beasts on the planet. I'm going, no, they're doing marshmallows. Come on. And here's a camp. Hi, guys. What's going on? And take out the cannon, because I hate getting shot in the back. Some droid that's not going to bother me unless I bother it. So we'll just take all these guys out. Hello. How's it going? Gotta let Kaizen do some hitting. I mean, it gets boring for him just having to heal my ass and not doing anything else. Let's see. We're going to bug these guys, yeah. Alright, I thought I saw a shining star. There's a shining star. Let's go beat up on the shining star. I forgot which of my... Oh, there's the force wave. That's why I wanted to punch on. Always look to see if there's anything else I can like grab while I'm out here. Not so much. And this is all about XP, so I'm just gonna go through here and clean house. Alright, and I got an achievement. Woo! Storming something. And there's a shining star over there I need to get. Dude, beat up on a gold star, all you get are credits. Woohoo! And we'll beat up on these guys. Hello! Oh, we might get some of the, nah. I'm not gonna do an AoE. I don't want all the Astro. I have no beef with the Astromechs. They're not doing anything. There. No mech shall be harmed if it's yellow. Of course, the guy that's like closest to me doesn't die. Alright, what was that? There was something that popped up in there. Something, it's a coded identity chip that I can only sell to a vendor. Woohoo! Alright, that's fine. We're going to work our way up to the next location. I could probably bypass a lot of these guys. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. Yeah. I remember where my first wave was. I love that. That's so much fun. Another gold star. You're a shining star. Who you are. Earth, wind, and fire, or should be maybe Makeb, earth and fire and earthquakes and all that. Oops. Sorry, didn't mean to hit that mech. Let's see who actually jumps out at me. I don't think any of them. Unless I like walk on top of them, they probably won't hurt me. And I got half a bar before I hit 60, so we'll just keep counting on stuff. Now I haven't figured out when I'm going to, oh, and I hit, oh, that's the turret. Yeah, that's okay. Hit the turret. I haven't figured out what I'm going to level next. Probably an Imperial, I should do an Imperial character. So this is a Republic character. I think I've got a sniper that might be kind of fun to do. Or operative, I guess they're called on that side. Oh, the other one's way far off. Alright, we're going to leave here alone and just go after this guy, since he looks like he's going to be a pain if I don't get him. There's another one over by the console I need to get too. Something green, which tells me it's, yeah, nope, not good enough. It's a 168 versus I'm already got a 186 on, so I'm just going to leave that. And I got to beat up on this unsuspecting commander over there. So these are the hut regulators? Yeah. So they're hired by the huts, because the huts never get their fingernails dirty. Wait, do huts have fingernails? That's an existential question we'll have to answer.
Red Team, come in. This is Vice Commandant Grevin. We've scanned heavy fire in your zone. Status report.
That's a real fancy title, Grevin. Did you make it up yourself?
Yeah.
I command regulator forces on this whole hemisphere. You've got two choices. Surrender now or die.
So is that the northern, the southern,
who have run ops in
the
30
east,
systems.
or the west hemisphere?
Our victory rate is 100%. You got lucky this time. It won't happen again.
I have news for you. Your success rate is no longer 100%. Just so we're clear, right? All right, we're going to leave that camp behind. And, oh, how do I get down? I have to go back through the gate. That's right, I ran into this before. It's like No, don't jump off the cliffs. You take damage if you jump off the cliffs. Everyone starts chasing me. There's a trail up there, so hopefully that goes to where I need to go. Or was I just here? Yep, wrong way. Oops. And I guess I'm going to go out and around. Hi, Mech. Hi, guys. See ya. Bye. Now I should be able to get through. All right. Down the cliff. And we got some critters around here. Up. Ooh. Don't fall down. Hi. Probably should not repair, but heal myself. Nah. Kaizen's got it. Now, I'm clearly over-leveled for this area, so don't get it in your mind that you can just blow through this stuff if you're doing it at level. This is Makeb. I could have skipped Makeb and gone to another planet, which would have been more in line with what my level is, but I wanted to follow the entire storyline, which is why I'm on Makeb. So the next planet in order is Makeb. That guy just like bent over. Okay. I mean, it is fun once in a while to just go in and just tear stuff apart. I like doing that on some of the other games. Like I play World of Warcraft and, oh man, taking my overgeared characters into old dungeons and raids and just tearing them a new one is so much fun. It's therapeutic. Hate to say that, but there are days when you just gotta kill shit. What can I say? And you thought you were gonna get me. Surprise. Yep, can't see the lieutenant. Do I even care about the lieutenant? Not really. Alright, let's keep going. Let's see who else jumps me here. Looks like I gotta go up the trail. Did I say you can come up and start beating on me? That is not acceptable behavior. Every once in a while I gotta check to see what they're dropping, see if there's anything even remotely in my ballpark, and so far, nope. So I either crush it into stuff that I can use, or sell it for credits. Kaizen took care of him before I could. Alright, what's over here? There's something over here I need to touchy-touchy. Oh, this is going to be fun. Maybe I touchy-touchy something on the ship? Or is it behind the ship? Or is it on top of the ship? So, or is it on this platform over here? Oh, I bet you it's on the platform. Okay. Well, at least it gave you a way to get up on the platform without having to, like, run all the way around the world. Yeah, sometimes they make these things like just complete mazes. It's like, you guys like stop making me run halfway around the map in order to get to one stupid little location that looks on the map that you should be able to get to directly. And touchy here.
You should have taken the hint. I command the regulators, and I've got plenty of reinforcements to throw your way. Now they're angry.
Whatever the Hutts are paying, it's not enough. Quit while you're behind.
This op will be profitable long after you're gone.
I don't think so. Of course, I already know the story.
Prosk, you read? We sliced the Merc's comm network. Hearing all kinds of interesting chatter.
Yeah,
Whatever you're
Prosk.
doing, it's paying off. The Mercs have pulled back. The landing zone's all ours.
Dig in and be ready, in case they come back.
Understood. We'll keep listening to the Merc's bellyache too. Might learn something we can use. Keep up the pressure.
Yeah, Kaizen wants to, like, go and beat everything to a pulp, so he's like, no, make those guys go do some work. And I'm like, nah, don't need to. Don't need to have the casualties. Alright, I guess I'm going to have to, like, get out of here, because I've got way too many people standing around aiming at me. Like those. And go around the barriers, go through a bunch of people, and then turn left. Oh, hello. Obi Kenobi. Obi Kenobi is a Reaper. I just brought a bunch of friends to Obi Kenobi. I don't think it mattered any. They were aggroed on me unless he does something and lets him beat on him. Did I go the wrong way again? Or do I just have to go all the way around? Oh, what's all this? Militia Extraction Unit. Oh, they're all gold stars. And, okay, when you usually see this stuff, it usually means that there's like a treasure trove for the opposite faction there. See, these guys are all green, so they're not going to bother me. But they definitely will bother any other Sith that happens to be, or Imperial that happens to be in the area. And, yeah.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
You got to be a pretty high level in order to get through those guys, too. So, yeah, I think I'll pass. Well, good thing they're not... They're Republic and not Imperial, so I don't need to worry about them too much. Hi. Go away. Overly dramatic dying. Yes. Is there stuff over here? There's something... Oh, prisoner database. Okay, so I got a clicky on this thing that's over here. And, which means I gotta get rid of all these guys first. And another panel to clicky on. Is there a cutscene? Yes.
Come in. We've taken out multiple regulator camps. Still no sign of Lambda.
Scouts report you've got those mercenaries chasing their own tails. Lambda has to be nearby. I'll take some men out and cover more ground.
Think you're clever? Killing my people? Slicing our comm channel? Every time you hit us, the Hutts crack down even harder on the nice people of Makeb. They're dying because of you.
You're supposed to protect Makeb, but you sold out to the Hutts. How much are they paying you to execute innocent people?
Enough, obviously. Make your peace while you can.
And off we go. Let's see. There's a trail someplace. I gotta pick it up again. Through the camp. Through the camp and over the woods. Grandma's house we go. And we go this way. We just came from here. Or at least it looks surprisingly like it. Now, the first time I ever did this, this freaked me out. It's like, can I get over that bridge? Or am I going to like get halfway across and the whole thing goes, whoop, oh, stupid, you're gone. Oh, okay. That is going to cause a problem more than the guy on the left. So I'm just going to like beat down on the turret. Oh. Oh, that guy. I'm sorry. Did I say you can shoot me from up there? Is always going to get him? Yeah, I'm not even going to get a shot off. But Alright, thank you for having my 6 there. So what's going on in this camp? Besides roasting marshmallows. What am I supposed to... There's something over here. Probably up on this platform. Oh, I guess I gotta get all these guys. Oh, and they froze me. Hey, that's not nice. Hey, where's the medic? Kill the medic first. Okay, that's taken care of. Hit him with a rock. Well, now all else fails. Throw a rock. All right, there's something. Oh, there it is. There's the panel. Sometimes in this game, you have to hunt
Prost,
all over the
do you
place
read?
for the panel.
Another camp down and still no Lambda. Any luck on your end?
Hang on. Getting a distress call. It's her. Patching through.
Blast, is this stupid thing working? Hello? Hello?
We read you, Lambda. Your uncle sent a rescue team. The Republic's here. Look.
Shalem didn't send more?
Yeah.
We're enough. Give us your coordinates, and we'll get you to safety.
My guards abandoned their posts and left me alone. You must be the murdering scum they went after. I broke free and ran to the nearest quake shelter. I'm the only person here. Sending you coordinates.
If you'd tried anything but getting to safety, you might have been captured again. Or worse.
Figured this was the safest place. Wait, what was that noise? Is that on your end?
Lost her. They're blocking her signal. My team's close to that quake shelter. Meet you there.
All right, and luckily it's sort of in the same direction that I was headed. So now I got to go out of the camp. Let's see if I can get out of here without having all this stuff shoot at me. Yay! Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. Oh, I get to go in a tunnel. Or, no, it's inside of something. Okay. It's a controlled area. And there's a panel I need to clicky. I started to say that sometimes in the game, it's not very obvious where the things are that you have to click on. Now, this is fine because, you know, hey, you can see it right there. But like there's one section that's part of, I forget which planet it is now, sorry about that, but you have to click on a panel and it's up underneath the wing of a some kind of a cruiser or something like that. And it's like, I spent probably half an hour looking for this one panel. It's like, I know the damn thing's here. And the ship was on top of a platform. And I'm sitting there going, where is the damn panel? It's got to be here somewhere. And so anyway, yeah, that sometimes they do that. And it's like, really? You had to make it that hard?
You got a lot of my friends killed today. Greven said I could return the favor.
You shot a man who was protecting a defenseless woman. You'll pay for that.
He got what was coming to him. How many of us have you killed?
The shelter's collapsing! We have to get out!
I don't see her running.
Don't do this. If this shelter collapses, we'll all be crushed.
You've got bigger problems!
Or maybe not. Okay. I guess I gotta take... Let's take out the two side guys first. Because they're always pains. Just because I don't like people standing on top of me. That was rude. I get to talk to the doctor here.
The shelter's coming down! Can we leave already?
Okay.
I didn't come all this way to die. Let's go!
Kaizen approved. That was a Kaizen approved dialogue. Yay!
There's never been a groundquake like that in Makeb's history. Geologic instability has increased 1,000-fold since the Hutt takeover. Seismic readings and core stability fluctuations both indicate impending catastrophe. These groundquakes are the direct result of Hutt deep core mining that's going to destroy Makeb.
The moment they sent the regulators here, it was obvious the Hutts had something to hide. Now their secret's out.
Every scrap of data I collected here proves the Hutt cartel's deep drilling has destabilized Makeb. These groundquakes are only the start. Entire mesas will collapse. After that, gravitational decay will strip away the atmosphere, kill everything. Makeb will become totally uninhabitable.
The cartel and its forces are on Makeb. Won't they die with everyone else?
Oh, they know what they're doing. They just don't care. And that mystifies me. I think there's a way to save Makeb, but I need you to work with me. I'll warn you now. I'm snappish. Everyone says so. It's not personal.
Don't apologize. You hold your own and you're not afraid of anyone. You're my kind of woman, Lambda.
You're
Hubba hubba.
a lot more interesting than I thought.
Of course I am.
You made it! We followed Prosk's signal and... where's Prosk?
I'm sorry.
over there.
He didn't. He's gone.
He gave his life saving Lambda. The best way to honor that sacrifice is by continuing the fight.
I know. I will. We'll
You
get
go,
back to
Lane.
Shalem. There's a clear path back to the landing zone, thanks to you.
Meet me at Uncle Shalem's office. We need to figure out a plan. Fast.
So on the Imperial side of the story, they find out early on in the storyline that, hey, earthquakes. And the thing is that they decide instead of trying to stop the earthquakes, they're going to use the earthquakes in order to completely destroy Makeb. And then nobody gets to use it for nefarious purposes. So it's kind of, that's another kind of interesting storyline difference between the two factions and what they are about. And now I need to get back all the way around the other side of everything. I don't think I can go straight through because rocks. Oh, maybe I can. Let's see if I can. Or cliffs? No, I got cliffs. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Never? Oh, fine. Okay. I haven't had a good fight in about 5 seconds, so get rid of these guys. Throw a rock. There he goes. All that with a gold star, and it wasn't even worth anything. 7 credits, that's it. Okay, I guess we're going to have to follow the road. There's no yellow bricks, though, so we just keep going. Up, wrong way. Up the hill. Going this way. Pterodactyls or whatever they are spitting at me? Ugh. Pterodactyl spit. It's like having a pigeon drop on your head. Like, where'd that come from? We're going to take the low road here. Now, I could have zapped my way back, quick traveled, but it's kind of like, let's go see some scenery, see if there's anything interesting to take in here. Well, this place has a lot of mesas. You have to travel by transport between the mesas. So that's one of the interesting things about Makeb. There's no way to get from one location to the next on these things. So,
please select an available travel
we're
route.
down here and we got to go back to the main area.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
And jump on a speeder and go in. Ooh, my motorcycle. I like this one. Let's see, I gotta go inside here. I don't get to ride it for very long. Too bad. Shaylin Mavesta, hello. What's going on?
This is nothing, Uncle. I've run the numbers. 2 days, maybe less. And your office is at the bottom of a sinkhole.
At least your expensive education has finally amounted to something.
Told you I'd repay that loan. Bet you're wishing you'd listened to me sooner. Not dismissed me as a loudmouth conservationist.
Master Jedi, Lambda told me of your incredible rescue. Words cannot convey my thanks.
Obviously, she didn't go to a state school.
Becoming unstable, but I had no idea things were this bad. We never should have let the Hutt cartel establish their mining operation.
Okay. Let's see.
I didn't realize the cartel set up shop on your world before the takeover.
We negotiated mining contracts with them a decade ago. They gave our economy a tremendous boost.
I bet.
I've been yelling about that boost for years. Moving on. The regulators who held me hostage were a chatty bunch. Mostly filthy language and bragging about their blasters, but the leaders said something interesting.
Such
They
as?
mentioned Project Failsafe, a Hutt emergency plan if their mining went wrong. That mercenary believed the Hutts have something to instantly stabilize Makeb.
Interesting choice here.
Could anyone stabilize an entire planet's core and crust instantly? It doesn't seem feasible.
Agreed. But the cartel has top-level scientists on their payroll. Who knows what they might have discovered?
Millions could die while we wait for the Hutts to act. We need to claim Project Failsafe for ourselves before it's too late.
To Laos City, the Hutt Embassy database.
Ilasof's right. Data on Project Failsafe would be stored in the Hutt Embassy's computers in Talau City. Unfortunately, that's under cartel control. We need
Well,
Chief Hercule,
makes
Talau
sense.
City's former security commander. He and a few loyal men have a hidden camp outside the city. They'll get you inside the city and embassy.
How does the security chief know the way into the Hutt embassy?
Hercule set up the Hutt's original defenses. He built it. He knows how to break it. The Hutts control Talau City and the surrounding area. You'll have to land a shuttle in the countryside. Expect plenty of regulators. Chief Hercule's camp is hidden with these coordinates.
Don't die. You're all we've got.
All right, and I get to select one reward. Of course, these are all... No, actually, one of them is better than what I've got. Okay, so I need something that's going to give me a force thing. This is fractured relic of focused retribution, and then relic of serendipitous. What does this say? Healing an ally or damaging an enemy has a 30% chance to grant 400 mastery for 6 seconds. The effect can only occur once every 20 seconds. And, this is endurance and power, but it is less mastery and less defensive rating. So is this one. So I'm going to replace the middle one of the three, right? 132 versus a 138. This one, healing... the endurance and power is going to be the same for all three. Relic of ephemeral mending. Okay, so that one is I don't need at all because that's a healing spec. This is serendipitous assault. I don't think I need power. I think I need mastery is the one I got to get. So we're going to go with that one, and we'll see what it does for me, if anything. There it is. And it doesn't show that it's an upgrade. Maybe I don't get it. Oh, you know what? It doesn't say it's an upgrade because even though it's higher level, eye level, it's the 138 versus 132, it has less mastery and less defensive rating. So the blue relics that I'm currently using are better for my spec at this level than the 138. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't waste anything, but it's just like, yeah, none of those are any good. And that's why I didn't show that it was an update. And we get to fly somewhere else. I keep going cockeyed because my phone's sitting here with the clock on it. It's like, hey, what time is it? I don't know.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
Okay, Talau City Shuttle. Here we go.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
And I don't have any mail. I need to talk to this person up here. Hi, anything? Repair all and install junk. Okay.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Chief
Hercule? Shalem of Vesta sent us. He says you know a way into the Hutt embassy.
A real live Jedi Master. Now we're talking. Pardon the stink. Haven't been near a shower in days.
Oof, I was going to mention something, but...
Used to have a fancy-pants bureaucrat helping us inside, Representative Eklund, but he's gone quiet. Probably dead. Good news is, the cartel hasn't changed anything at their embassy. Got the same turrets, droids, passcodes I set up for them. Lazy Hutts.
Storming enemy territory is much simpler with a well-informed guide.
Simple is a stretch. Let's go with not instantly lethal. You want inside the Hutt embassy, you'll have to finesse 3 layers of security. First layer is heavy turrets in the courtyard. The only good thing to come out of these ground quakes is that they expose the turret power generators. Overload those, and turrets lose their punch.
Disable the turret power generators so we don't get scorched on the way in. And then?
Security layer 2 is the embassy's main door. 3 meters of reinforced durasteel. Even a lightsaber would take hours to cut through. But the door will unlock for a diplomatic passcode. You can generate one by accessing the government building secure terminal.
Get inside the government building, slice the secure terminal for a passcode, and get out. Next?
Last but not least are the security droids. Top-of-the-line Arcanian models. Nasty disposition. Shoot intruders on sight. Good news is they can be reprogrammed. The droid control station in my old security HQ will do the trick.
Turning the droids against the Hutts will be poetic justice. You've been most helpful, Chief. We're going in.
Hit those objectives and I guarantee you'll get inside the embassy. Whether you find your answers is a different matter. If Representative Eklund's still alive, maybe help him escape. He's a fuss budget, but basically all right. I'll keep a comm channel open when I can.
Right, so I like the Chief because he's got the same automatrist. Oh, yes. Okay. Let's see. We got to do this. Do we have to do this in order? Not necessarily. Well, Civil Defense Center. I think we're going to run into it in order anyway, so we might as well just go. How do I get out of here? This way. We'll probably run into droids and stuff on the way in. Oh, we got a bunch of people on the way in. Okay, we'll do that then. Now I gotta kill 25 of them. Make that 22. So I guess if I gotta kill 25, I might as well go around the other side and kill these guys. Hello. I'm just a sightseer. I might have gotten lost though. I was wondering, can you like explain to me where I am? $19 more. Ah, and here comes the droid. Droid gone. Oh, a gold droid. Shiny star. Okay, since you're on a list, sorry guys. There'll be some damage here. And I see that there's consoles up here for something. What is this? Nothing that I can touch. Okay, that's fine. I don't need to beat on those guys. I'm going to run into plenty of folks on the way, so... Anything here? Nope. We just have these terminals lying around for whatever reason. Hi. I like when ground quake can actually destroy... Okay, and we gotta go up the stairs and around everything. Oh, did I go the wrong way? Probably. Here, we need you to go through all of the dudes that are down here. Okay. How about another ground quake? And a lieutenant who's in my way. And let's see. Hello. Oh, they caught me before I could set off the ground. There we go. That works. Let me guess. It's going to say, okay, you need to kill 25 more. Or so you were so efficient at killing those 25, now you have to kill 50. And I dare you to find them. Yep. Don't need that, because I don't need to get the droid upset with me. The C-3PO unit that I just walked by. Hi. Universal theory of playing games: don't stand in shit. Like that. Although I could probably not have an issue at this level. I mean, I'm 8 levels higher. Oh, what did I get? Something fun? I got something fun and exciting, but I have no idea what it was. Wasn't anything of use. Was probably, probably reputation. But, yeah. Sometimes it doesn't display what you get. Let's see, we're going to go around this way. Past the gardener. And what are these guys up to? That's kind of an interesting bot. Smoke Saber's companion, but what kind of... Oh, what level is he, first of all? He's a level 80. Okay, never mind. It's not like I need to have him in order to do stuff, so... And we're just going to keep going round and round and jumping off the cliffs until we get down to the bottom here. And we got a specialist we need to kill. And we go into the sewers. That's always fun. I forget what the city is. There's a city that you have a lot of questing in. And it's like really long storyline in that particular city, and it's like they send you through the sewers and stuff, and it's like, oh, lovely. Very much similar to this locale here, where you've got got to get by everybody. Can I get through? Guess so. Alright, we're going to go this way, and it looks like I've got to get these guys first. And I've got to repair a droid in the process. That's too bad. I usually leave the droids alone if I can. They didn't drop anything. Hello, gentlemen. What's going on? Okay, you gotta go through the commander in order to get anything going on there. So let's get the commander over here, talking to me specifically. Oh, that was unkind. And it dropped cufflinks, 178. All right, I'll take those. Thank you.
You won't have to worry about those turrets.
That was the plan. Right now we got to go back out of this place. I think I killed enough stuff that I don't have to worry about anything on the way out. Okay, we got Hall of Records and we've got the Civil Defense. So we got to go to Hall of Records next, right? Because we got to pick up a pass. Can I get up that way? No. So how do we get out of here? This way. That makes sense. Maybe. Or not so much. Oh, there's a lift. A convenient lift right there. Can I act? Oh, I have to climb on top of everything in order to use it. Oh. Here, jump. Okay. We gotta wait for it to come down. That's clever. There we go. Take me away. Now, can I get off of the lift is the question. This way. There. Alright, and of course we got to go through everybody again. Hi. Hi, friends. How's it going? So, something green.
I could learn from you.
And I've reached champion rank with something. Oh, it's champion rank with Makeb. Alright, so Makeb forces, they love me now. I don't know what that does. I don't know if it, like, does it make it easier for me to get stuff from Makeb? Hate to say, I'm in the way. Oh, and he disappears into the door. Oh, but there must have been a toe sticking out or something. So, weird little thing with the game is like, you can blow crap across the room, right? But if they die inside of something, there is a chance you can't get any reward off of them. So it's like you have to find something to be able to click on. Usually it's a toe or a finger or something sticking out. And go up here. And here is the, I don't get dizzy in the process, reprogramming the security droids. Oh, I did it backwards.
That should take care of the security droids.
All right, now I got to go get the pass. I thought I was getting the pass out of this place. There's the third location. We're going to go hang out here in the shade of this, whatever it is, Oz or... I'm going to take a quick break. I will be back shortly. Hang in there. Hey, thanks for sticking with me. I'm back. I had to chat with my son because our youngest son lives with us still, and he was up until 3 at work last night. So it's like, yeah. So he does an interesting job. He works for a place called Mojo Breaks, and Mojo Breaks does trading card selling, and he does the actual when you open up a pack of cards, that's called a break. And so he will sell spots on the stream for the company that he works for. And how he makes his money, of course, is if he gets to sell the product at the regular price instead of having to discount everything because people don't like the product or whatever the case is. But last night he had 10 breaks, which is like 10 cases of cards that he had to sell. And he didn't get home until like 3 a.m. So I just saw him. He looked like hell. But yeah, anyway, if you guys want to support my kid, go check out mojobreaks.com. And yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting thing. There are cards that these people put a lot of money into in order to get. And some of these things are valued on eBay, for example. I'm not going to do the area thing. I'm going to see if I can pull these guys over. Some of these things are valued at, tens of thousands of dollars for one card. I'm going, okay, I'm glad you guys like it. It's not for me, but yeah, whatever. I got other things I got to spend money on, like a roof. Oh, I ended up killing the civilians anyway. Too bad, you got in the way. Achievement completed, toppling the city. Okay. Hi, representative. Don't mind me. I'm just going to go in here and wipe out the captain.
That passcode will open the embassy's main doors. The Hutt embassy's all yours. Mind your step in there.
Let's go to the embassy. Off to the embassy. I guess I'm gonna have people shooting at me. Okay. Something dropped that I can't use. Requires a staff. You know, I don't have any classes that actually use an electrostaff. I'll have to check out and see which ones use that. I just have never run into that. Hey guys, how's it going? What's happening? What's the news? I was going to bounce that guy halfway across the courtyard, but we killed him first, so no need to bounce. Another reputation gain. And something else I can't use? Oh, that's electrostaff stuff. Oh, it was something green, but who knows? Probably like a... it's probably like a health potion or whatever they call them in this game. I forget. Okay, I gotta do this right. Probably, there we go, a stim. Yes. It was probably a stim that they left me. Oh, unsuspecting droid ended up getting blown away there. Sorry about that. I gotta kill another 20. Are there 20 in here? Well, yeah, this is a large enough area. No, maybe not. I won't get credit for killing the yellow ones, well. Oh, we have Flap visiting us. Yes, Flap, I will get you in a second. No such thing as death by cat. Although I have experienced that. Where is he? There he is. Come here, Flap. Oh, no, that's Buzz. Hello, Buzz. Oh. Buzz decided to say hi. So, this is Buzz. Buzz Lightyear. Turn around so people can see you. They want to see your face. Yeah. Hey, Buzz. Buzz is my buddy. He likes hanging on to me and shredding the skin on my legs and stuff like that. So anyway, he's going to be sitting in my lap probably for a little while until he gets too hot, and then he'll climb over to a chair that's sitting next to me. I got to touchy on the security terminal. Oh!
Acknowledging new ident code. Greetings, Senior Command Unit 223.
You're a credit to your security programming. I'll be sure to put in a commendation.
Acknowledged. Feel free to inspect the embassy. You will find everything in order.
Okay, and in we go. I got a bunch of these guys I gotta kill anyway, so let's start with these. When all else fails, hit him in the side of the head with a rock. No more guys this way. Nothing to click on over there. Buzz, you're just gonna hang out and sit in my lap like this? I'm fine with that. Just thought I'd ask. Buzz is left. So he's now standing on the other section of our room on the desk. So we have an artwork desk and stuff that's over on the other side over here. And yesterday he decided that it was cooler to lay on the desk than it was to be in my lap, which is probably a true and accurate statement. I didn't want to kill the visitor, but... Okay, we've got these guys I need to wipe out. So I need 7 more. I mean, I get this additional bonus.
Wait, please. I'm an unarmed civilian. Representative Eklund with the Makeb Provisional Authority Council. I'm the official liaison to the Hut Cartel. Whatever you need, I'll make sure you get it. Just don't hurt me.
Representative Fish Lips. Okay, don't worry.
I know who you are, Representative Eklund. Chief Herkwill said you were a friend.
Then you're here on Shalem's orders. I'm sorry he brought the Jedi into this. Like it or not, the Huts control Makeb now. Our only option is to cooperate, make the best of our new situation. Instead, Shalem stirs up trouble. He doesn't realize how much worse the Huts could make things for us.
The Huts aren't here to rule Makeb. They're here to destroy it. Their deep drilling has destabilized the planetary core.
Why would they do that? Makeb is an investment for them. If they destroy the planet, they lose their assets. Besides, most of the Huts are here on the surface. If the planet explodes, they go with it. It's illogical.
The Huts have something called Project Failsafe, but they'll push this planet to the brink of destruction before using it.
Say I believed you. Wouldn't I want definite proof before risking my life to stop them? If this Project Failsafe exists, there must be some record of it in the Embassy's archives. I'll get you access to them. But the Huts are on high alert. They've already summoned reinforcements. You'll have to deal with them. I'll meet you in the archive room.
You're taking a great risk. You must care deeply about Makeb.
I do. Enough to know when to fight and when to cooperate. You worry about those reinforcements. I'll make sure we can access the Hut archives. Good luck.
Okay, so hopefully, well, so my my bonus up here didn't go away, which means sometimes when you click on like objectives, like I just did, sometimes the bonus missions like go poof and disappear because you've already gone through an area. So in this particular case, it did not. I should go and check. Oh, look, there's some guys over here. Maybe I can finish this real quick. Not that quick. We're wrong. Yeah, I'm getting reputation. That's what that one was. Reputation with whom? I have no idea. Makeb? Maybe? And I need 2 more. I'm going to get it by just killing these guys, I guess. One more. That was it. Got the bonus objective. And I killed the droid in the process. Now all the other droids are pissed off. And that guy is upset with me as well, so I'll just take him out while I'm here. Meanwhile, at the archives...
Security protocols have been disabled. Eklund came through.
Almost. I ran when I heard the fighting. Let me finish this. The Hut in charge of Makeb is named Taboro. If Project Failsafe exists, there should be some reference to it in his communication logs.
I assume you've met Taboro. What's your take on him?
He isn't your typical Hut. quick profits matter less to him than long-term gains. Here, a holo from someone named Vidrig has a Project Failsafe tag. Let's hear what it says.
Greetings, O great and glorious Toboro. I'm happy to report that Project Failsafe is both on schedule and under budget. Your Grand Arc is approaching completion.
Ever met this Vidrig before? He sounds like a used speeder salesman.
Yeah.
I've heard the name once, but this is the first I've seen of him. Hideous fellow.
As these schematics
He should
illustrate,
talk.
the Ark's ingenious outer layer will completely shield the vessel and its precious contents from Makeb's atmospheric unpleasantness. The cargo hold will store your entire Isotope 5 stockpile, while your chosen few companions travel in luxurious comfort on the Ark's upper decks.
The Hutts don't have a way to save Makeb from breaking apart. They're just planning to leave the planet before that happens. You're on your own.
They'll abandon us? Leave everyone to die? That's monstrous.
Mighty Toboro, may I suggest replacing the standard passenger cabins with deluxe suites more suited to a Hutt of your stature? I can easily add them before the Ark's completion.
Listening to that scum blather is making me sick. Is there anything useful in the archives?
Wait, this is important. It sounds like they're still building the vessels somewhere on Makeb. If we seize the Ark, we could use it to evacuate the entire planet.
Based on the schematics, we'll have room for the whole population if we convert the cargo hold to carry passengers.
There are only so many places the Hutts could hide such a massive project. We have to find it.
Evacuating this planet will require someone with resources and contacts. Shalem Avesta has both.
I'll scour these archives and transmit everything I find to Shalem. Given the circumstances, I feel rather unsafe remaining here. There's a shuttle pad nearby. If you remove the guards and unlock the shuttles, we could all fly away safely.
And what do you do? I'll just stand back and let you go ahead and make it safe. Okay. So we're going to go a different route. And there's a bunch of folks in here that I'm going to have to off first, probably. That was a blueprint of some kind. What was it? Small fragment of building blueprints for various constructions useful for the stronghold on Separo. Of course, this character doesn't have a stronghold on Separo, so... Okay. Yep, wrong way. Gotta go through this door. Touchy, touchy. Here's some of these guys that look like they're just going to be happy to see me. He froze me. That was rude. Okay, where's my passenger? I got a clicky on the entire ship. Yep. And suddenly we're there. That was interesting. It's like, poof. We're going to just not even bother showing a cutscene. We're just going to send you on your way.
Report your ailments. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Where can I get a blast?
Shouldn't have a rifle just now.
You're alive. Guess my advice worked, huh? Shalem told me to patch you through right away.
We're already analyzing the Project Failsafe plans Representative Eklund transmitted to us. They're sickening. Toboro the Hutt is masterminding the greatest crime in galactic history. With Vidric's Ark, they'll escape Makeb
and leave us all to die. We can't let that happen.
The Deveronian promises much. We need to know if this Ark can accomplish everything he guarantees.
Every other word in his plans is misspelled, and I'm no expert on engineering jargon. But the basics appear sound.
I matched the Ark's construction site map to topographic readings. The Ark's being built at a secret facility inside the giant sphere. That's a big tourist trap, a mesa with a hollow interior. Too dangerous to colonize, but perfect for hiding an Ark's construction.
An unplanned assault could result in irreparable damage to the Ark. What's the safest way to secure the ship?
Not sure yet, Master Jedi. But we have probe droids gathering intel right now. Contact me when you're at the giant spear. I'll help you plan this attack. It won't be an easy fight.
All right.
Don't look at me. I've got a city to evacuate. Good luck.
Yeah, everyone's like leaving it up to me. It's like, oh, you don't want to do that. What is this? Anything I can actually use? Reputation trophy. Woohoo. And I just dinged level 60. All right, so I've got like half an hour left in my playtime for the day. I'm going to continue with her. I know that I got a new ability, or combat proficiency, that showed up at 60. Yes, so now I have telekinetic burst. And where did it go? Any place that I can actually use it? It didn't go on my screen anywhere. Summon a burst of telekinetic power that deals 1700 to 1800 kinetic damage and slows the target by 30% for 3 seconds. It increases your damage reduction by 5%. Oh, that's kind of a cool thing. Okay, we're gonna... Can I, like, add it as a ability then? Let's see. Abilities. I don't see anything there because that's just... Oh, force barrier. So I got 2 abilities. These are active. So we already got... So I'm going to just drag these down to my bar because we'll play around with these. See if they're anything fun and exciting. And I may have to rearrange my bar. But we'll see. All right, where am I off to?
Welcome. Please select an available travel route. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
They said it was a tourist trap. I'm into tourist traps. And I get to go touchy-touchy on this. It's the hollow terminal.
Alasov, we're at the giant spear. What have you got for us?
We set probe droids to scan the zone ahead of you. Their readings, not good news. Regulator fire teams are patrolling the site. Some of Vice Commandant Greven's finest, backed by top lieutenants from the Hutt cartel. Everyone's packing military hardware.
Any chance Greven is commanding these forces? It'd be nice to have another talk with him.
Doesn't look like it. Too bad. That son of a Hutt deserves to fry with the rest of his two-faced traitors. The Ark construction site's behind a triple-bladed Durasteel blast door. Takes 3 separate keycards to open the thing. Only cartel representatives carry them. Guess the Hutts only trust the regulators up to a point. You need to find the cartel's top lieutenants and get their keycards.
Thanks for the intel and advice. We'll contact you again when we unlock that blast door.
I'll keep searching the files in case there's anything else. Good luck.
All right, so I got 3 key cards that I have to get. And this would be, just out of curiosity, it's a data pad. And this is an extra mission. High priority shipping tags with luxury goods. Remove high priority shipping tags with luxury goods. Replace low priority shipping tags on emergency supplies. That could be fun. Nah, I'm going to skip it for right now. I'm not playing this as a completionist. I'm playing this just as a leveler, so we'll see how we want to go with this. So I tried the telekinetic burst. I did the force barrier. So I got to remember that's just a bubble. And I'm going to drag... Well, first I'm going to unlock my bar. There we go. And now I'm going to drag my heroic moment that I usually don't use over. Yeah, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave those two where they are. But this is a bubble. No, I'm going to move this one over here. Okay. I think this is more interesting. The burst. So we'll see. I'm going to leave it there for right now. Okay. Lock it before I drag something and lose it. So these guys are going to like stand in the middle of everything. Oh, something yellow. That's going to be a card key. A key card. Card key. Keys to the car. Is this a way down? Well, it could be. Let's take the long way. Jump onto something and have it like... Why did you die? Because I jumped off the edge of something and ended up killing myself. Wouldn't be the first time doing that. Oh, I just noticed my telekinetic burst. One of my other... It looks like one of my other spells turned into telekinetic burst. So I don't need to have it on my bar. I didn't need to drag it. It got transformed. So I'm going to take it off. And that way I don't have duplicity. And let's see. Tick this guy off. Because I need the card off of him. And he's got the third card. Now I have access, but I still need to kill... Oh, it's a bonus. So I need to kill 4 more of these guys. Another bonus. More conquest points. Woohoo! So in case you're wondering, conquest points for this game turns into rewards that are available weekly. And so you get, depending... I mean, there's things like, you know, checking in. Oop, I started a fight with a guy in the next room. There's things like mounts and supplies that you need for materials for crafting and stuff like that that you can get just by logging into the game. And so it just kind of boosts your rep with the game itself, and it's like, hey, you've been playing for a little while, that's cool, we'll give you some kudos for that for a change, and instead of just making you play and not get anything out of it. And we're going to go this way. And I get to take an elevator. Why am I killing this? Because he's there. We do this and the other thing because. Alright, let's get these guys. Hey, gentlemen, how's it going? Looks like I've got a console to touchy. Oh, gotta get rid of the bot first. And there's a console. So it looks like I got 2 guys I gotta get rid of. The engineer I should be able to take care of. Yeah, he died instant death. Security terminal, and I'll take my 3 cards out of the pocket and throw them into the terminal.
Ilasov, we're through the blast door.
Good. Seal it behind you. There ought to be a control panel nearby.
You mean that one?
Scramble the security codes. That'll keep reinforcements from following you. Schematics for the Ark construction site are a mess. Can't tell what half the symbols mean. Just do whatever it takes to secure the Ark, and good luck.
Man, if they're having that much trouble just figuring out security and stuff in this, it's like, there's a real strong chance you don't want to be on the Ark. It's like, yeah, this thing's just like a piece of shit. We'll find out. Gotta go through the door here. And I just kind of stroll in. And there's a lot of contractors standing around going, not my job, man.
This is insane. My men are working triple overtime and we're still falling behind.
Work faster.
That's not... Look, we both know Vidrig's skimming off the top. If this keeps up, we'll never finish the Ark.
You got a big mouth, Tiero. Maybe I'll shut it for you.
Be aware, friend. No being is unarmed when others will stand up for him.
Wait. You're who Taboro's yelling about. Give me a hand here. She's worth a fortune dead.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Well, yeah, they're going to help. That's cool armor set for the guys on the side. Regulator guards. Yeah, but he's got to get out of the way. And they didn't even drop anything. The nerve.
Republic, huh? Don't know what you're doing on Makeb, but thanks. These cartel idiots won't listen to reason. I try calling for help and get a blaster shoved in my face. The Hutts work us to death, treat us like slaves, no, like animals.
We're here to commandeer the Ark for the people of Makeb. Once it's secure, you and your men will be freed.
We're working 18-hour days, no breaks, no visits home. It's all on Vidrig's orders. My men break their backs building his Ark while he steals everything not bolted down. Thanks to Vidrig, the Ark's weeks behind schedule. My crew can't finish the ship while that slimy Devaronian's selling off its components.
Vidrig's locked himself in here for more than safety. He's covering up his deception so his Hutt employers don't find out.
He even
It's the
bribed
gold
the
toilets.
guards. But you can expose him, Master Jedi.
Am I right?
I'll tell my crew to lay low. Put Vidrig in his place, and we'll help you out however we can.
We have gold-plated toilets, so need to do that. Okay, we are, I guess, going to take the elevator over here. Gotta wait for it. Oh. Don't stand under the elevator. There it is. Otherwise, you go splat. Go up. And I guess I go... Oh, there's Vidrig. Hey, Slime. How's it going?
Got the best Ugnaught engineer in 4 sectors on retainer. She's a genius with electro-plumbing.
You'll have the classiest refresher in Coruscant, boss.
Still can't decide what to put in the sonic shower. Felucian Glimmerstones look so elegant, but I love Rylothian onyx tile.
Feel free to go solve your interior decorating problem. This entire facility is now Republic property.
You're that Republic hero Taboro's screaming about on the Hollow. The cartel's so worried they're paying double to finish the Ark ahead of schedule. That's on top of what they're offering to kill you.
Oh, and I've got a bot I gotta tick out. Okay. You toasted me. And okay, Kaizen, can you move? Thank you.
Never let it be said I'm not generous in defeat. You can have this incredible marvel of starship design at a 20% discount.
Yeah.
30%?
30%. Oh, I love it. Yeah. Oh.
I don't think you understand the gravity of your situation.
Gravity, huh? Good one. I admit the ship needs a little work, but she's almost ready to fly. Besides, being incomplete means there's room to customize. Let me live, and I'll have this baby ready to leave the atmosphere in no time. You won't find a better offer, trust me.
Don't count on being trusted, but you can work for our people.
Hello, Vidrig. Time to earn your pay.
Looking forward to it. Could you spare some Kolto first?
Having those guys in here as comedy
Haven't
relief
had
is
contact with
pretty
the
fun.
outside in weeks. This is Foreman Tiero, and Republic forces calling from Giant Spear. Does anyone read?
Loud and clear, Tiero. We sent those Republic forces. What's the Ark status? Is it secure?
Bad news, Alasov. Vidrig was scamming the Hutts. The Ark is nowhere near complete.
Those idiot Hutts can't even save themselves right. Stand by.
Foreman, this is Shalem Avesta. Makeb's core is tearing apart, and we can't stop it. That Ark is our people's only hope of escape. If I send you every able body I have and guarantee your safety, can you finish the Ark in time to evacuate our world?
I'll blasted well try.
The Hutts are surely organizing a counterattack. We're forming a battle plan to defeat it. We'll brief you back here. Hurry.
If the Hutts are striking back, should we leave these workers and the Ark unguarded?
You lock the main blast door. We can hold out until reinforcements get here. Vidrig kept a private shuttle pad nearby. You can take his transport while we get to work.
Yeah, something tells me Vidric's not going to be the toughest worker either, you know. And here's a shuttle. So touchy on the shuttle. And where's it zooming me to? You know it's not instantaneous this time. So someone else wrote that one, but it popped me over here. That's fine. Then we got to go back in and talk to the mayor or whatever it is, whoever he is. And his daughter.
We can't thank you enough for securing the Ark, Master Jedi. You turned certain death into a chance for survival.
We've bought a reprieve, but now the Hutts have something to fight for, and their forces outnumber ours.
You're more right than you know. We intercepted priority signals from the cartel. Every regulator in this hemisphere has been ordered to retake the Ark at all costs.
If we knew the regulator army's staging point, we could potentially cut them off.
Surest way to close any deal is by blocking the competition from bidding.
Some refugees know how to use a blaster. I'll organize the security force to protect the Ark. Navigator, we'll need your shuttle. Come on.
My people are scouting for regulator activity and reporting what they find. We've identified one major staging area.
The Fingers. Originally one mesa, until a quake redecorated the place. Now it's held together by a series of interconnected energy fields, light bridges.
The regulators store heavy artillery and weapon caches there. If those mercenaries rearm, they'll blast us to oblivion.
If the splintered mesa is barely held together, one strong quake will wipe out these weapons for good.
Too much to hope for. Seismic forecast models indicate the Fingers are safe for the short term. If I'm wrong, feel free to complain.
You're our best shot at taking out those caches and artillery before the enemy reaches them. We know the Regulator's army also includes war droids and a battle platform. We're still scouting for those.
Translation. He's finding lots of ways to risk your life.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I have a reason to always come back.
Ooh.
Flirting with disaster. Literally.
Once you've destroyed the artillery and weapon caches in the Fingers, contact me. I should have additional targets by then. Good luck.
I don't remember if she goes... I don't know whether she becomes a companion or not. I forget about that. Okay. So I've got a 138. Oh, it doesn't matter because they're both low. And they're both green. So we'll just pick one and move on. And I've got a few minutes, so where are we headed? We are headed over there. Okay. So we'll get to the next location and figure out where she's gonna see if that's gonna be where she's gonna hang out. Because next time, now that she's level 60, next time I'm on to a different character to level. And I got to figure out which one. So maybe I'll go park her and then we'll see where we're going to... we'll see which character I want to level next. And this looks like as good a place as any to like just stop, because I've got to clear a bunch of this stuff, but I'm just going to hang out up here with the eggs, whatever they are, and hope the eggs don't eat me. All right, so Vakceen is getting parked, and I'm going to log out, go back to the main screen, and we're going to figure out what my next character is going to be. Or which character I'm going to level next, let's put it that way. You're in an unsafe area and will log out shortly. Yes, I know that. I should have stayed at the other area, then I could have used the bank and all that, but that's okay. Because I'm not going to be using this character real quick. All right, so Vakceen is at level 60. The next, I said that I wanted to do a Imperial. So I've got, these are the characters I have to level. I have Choka, but she's a sentinel, so she's like, okay. I have, hey, Dagonet, who's an operative, and he goes pew, pew, pew. Then I've got Unal, who is a defender. So I get Gleksetto is my sniper. So I'm thinking either Gleksetto, I can't even pronounce the names of my characters, or Fajik. He's a marauder. Let's go with Gleksetto. Gleksetto. One of these days, I'm going to rename these characters something that I can actually pronounce. So I'm going to bring him up just to see where he's located, and then we're going to, then I'm going to go ahead and park him, and that's all we're going to do today. So he is someplace. Excuse me. Oh, the Black Talon. Is that what I'm doing? Oh, I got to do the Black Talon next. Okay. Board the Black Talon and complete the flashpoint. So that looks like what I'm going to be doing next for this this character. That is cool. I can manage that. I want to see if there's anything else I need to do before I get through this. So yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff that I'm trying to do. Let's see, missions. Flashpoint, the Black Talon. So I got to get through the Black Talon first before I move on and stuff. Okay, so that'll be what we'll be doing next week when I come back on Space Thruster Thursday. If I don't see you before the next time I see you, have a good day, have a good afternoon, have a wonderful evening. Thanks for stopping by. I love you all, and I will see you soon.